I just wanted to take one quick minute and show you the best way to get water around your homestead. So we have 7.5 acres in Middle Tennessee, and with the amount of rock that we've got around here, running underground water lines everywhere is just not an option. Neither is going out and buying one of those huge, expensive commercial waters. Those things cost thousands of dollars. So let's break this down. We're going to do this for about 300 bucks. So let me show you what we've got in this. First off, I already have a John Deere 1025R subcompact tractor. You can use whatever tractor you've got. You're just going to need two things: the rollover protection bar that you see right here, because we're going to use the support bar to mount it on, and then you need the 12-volt cigarette plug style power outlet on your tractor. If you've got those two things, you're ready to go. These are easy to source components. You're going to get the pump from Harbor Freight, and all of the wiring and the tank you're going to get from Amazon. And let me show you how we use these existing features to make this thing all come together. Here's the features for the pump. You can go on harborfreight.com and find it there. You can go to the store. 50 bucks. I think I paid $35 with those coupons that they're always mailing out to me. Don't get hung up on the pump. Just get whatever you can grab. You're going to clip those alligator clips off there anyway. You don't even need them. The power supply, we end up finding the cigarette lighter adapter. It has the rings on it already. We're going to snip those off as well. The only important thing I have to stress right here is the 16 gauge wire. You need that heavier wire because that's how you're drawing 15 amps. That is the only caveat you need to worry about. So once you get these two things, you go ahead and snip the alligator clips off of the pump. You snip the rings off of the cigarette lighter plug, and then you use some wire nuts and you put a little bit of tape on them. And that's all of the engineering you have to be able to do to make this work. Once you plug this into the power adapter here on the tractor, you've got a bunch of extra cable. Just wire tie it all up together so that you can keep it a nice handy bundle and it's not getting caught on anything. Then you can go ahead and mount the pump. The pump goes right onto this crossbar that your rollover protection has. And when I pulled this out of the box, lo and behold, those little rubber feet fit right over the top of that bar, nice and snug. I wish I could say it was some great, smart design feature that I came up with, but that's just how it just all fell together. It already had some holes drilled in the mount plate, so I just ran a carbide bit through and pre-drilled out the holes for the bolts, laid the bolts in, cinched them up, and this thing is secure and never wiggles, never's going anywhere. Once you have it mounted onto that bar, you can go ahead and strap down all of your power cord with some zip ties so that there's nothing loose and wiggling. You definitely don't want this thing hanging and flapping around where some weeds or some tree branches can grab it and yank it out. My tractor already had a toolbox attached to the back on that rollover protection structure, so I just went ahead and cut out a hole with the Sawzall, and then I just tuck all of this into that box when I'm not using it. And then that means when it's time to run water around my property, I literally can have this thing grabbed out of that toolbox, plugged into that power plug right there, and ready to roll in just a couple of seconds. The water tank that I found was on Amazon, $145. That included the free shipping to get it to me. It did take about a week to get it, and I believe it came with this hose bib in the box. If not, you can pick one of those up. It's just standard pipe thread, nothing scary there. A little bit of Teflon tape, and you're ready to roll. Our tractor's 3-point hitch has a lock mechanism on it, so I just got the 3-point hitch where I needed it and then locked it up. My son here helped me put it on for this picture. You just strap it down using ratchet straps, and if you notice, the tank that I found has these nice handy dandy molded guides for the ratchet strap. Once you get those straps seated in that thing and then cinched underneath this, it's not going anywhere. I mean, you can drive this thing all over the property, you can kick it, move it, do anything you want to it, and it's not wiggling, it's not moving at all. To finish this whole thing off, pick up some of these little caps to cover up the inlet and the outlet on the pump when you're not using it. This is very, very important because if you just leave this thing hanging open when you're out mowing, it's going to get a bunch of dust and debris in it, and it'll ruin the impeller on the pump. So just pick you up some of these little caps, and then you are finished and ready to go. And there you have it, folks. That's how you move water around your property for about 300 bucks. Have a great day.